Was it her actual? Fuck off! I'm so sick of her.
Like,
Okay,
she's trying to be like a white Oprah with the orchards in
No,
Montecito.
she's trying to be the Black Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh,
I can't.
She said she was black, didn't she, as well?
Yeah, I remember she called the royal family racist because people confuse her for Beyonce all the time.
It's the Pop Report.
So juicy.
Miss New York, not Tiffany Pollard, Mr. Zachary Peter himself. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? I'm currently in New York right now.
Yeah, you're.
Or on a plane at the time that you're watching this.
I love when they go, at the time of this recording, this has happened. Zachary Peter's on a plane.
Yes.
As of the time of this recording.
Yes.
What are you doing? What does one do in New York?
I have a bitch is booked and busy, Andy. So I have
What slander? Saying that I'm not booked and busy because I'm not on a plane.
You are booked and busy. I heard you did Don't Let It Stew.
Oh, don't let it.
But I guess we are gonna let it stew because it doesn't air until Monday.
Oh, Stu, how do you feel about that? You're in studio here.
I mean, it's going to air today.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Wow. I always have like a 5 to 12 day delay from when I tape his podcast to when it actually airs.
It's so funny because Andy, when he was on today, what did I say? I said,
You literally, word for
Zach
word.
always gives me shit. He's like, hey, Stu, so we're shooting on like a Wednesday. He's like, when does this come on? I'm like, Monday. He's like, girl, you got to release at least the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how are you besides my little visit at your place this morning?
It was lovely. We had a nice little cozy chat. It was nice. I'm good. Everything's good. Yeah. I'm still on 75-day hard. So annoying to talk about.
Amazing.
It's the only thing we can't talk about.
We got soft.
We got
Day 48
modified.
today for
Modified. Wow.
48.
Do you get a chip for that?
48 days, no booze.
Do you get a chip for that?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in like the AA program. It's just like a.
What about
nice,
But you
AAA?
still you should get points for that.
Do you know what? I'll ask Megan. Megan.
Oh, she's sober?
Yeah,
Markle?
she's like 400 and something days, 80 days or something like that. Yeah. I don't know if she has the chips though.
What are these chips? Like poker chips?
No, you get like, if you're an alcoholic and you go to AA, I think you go into the program
Oh.
and then they,
Got it.
3 months, 6 months, 1 year or whatever it is. There's milestones.
Got it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think the next milestone, I asked somebody and I think it's 3 months.
So you're halfway there.
For me, it's the 75 days. So we'll see what happens after
What is
that.
3 months? Oh, 90 days.
90
3
days. I think
months.
it's, 90
Are you going
days.
to go that? Are you going to stay sober?
I don't know. I might just do it
God.
where
You're going
like,
to turn into one of those
No.
Kyle Richards people and you're just be like, one day I just stopped and now I just take it one day at a time.
That's not Zach.
I don't
That's not-
I don't
I don't
drink, but I
see
could drink
myself-
if I want to.
I don't
See-
see myself giving it up.
Zach
like,
didn't
forever.
because he had a Prosecco with a salad.
Say what?
Yeah, Zach could not just go give up alcohol because he's like ordering his salad the one day I'm with him. He's like, can I get a Prosecco too? And I was
Yeah,
like,
it was a long.
it was a long day. And I was like,
Prosecco with a
work.
salad.
Prosecco
Yeah,
with a
we
salad.
went to Bossa Nova.
I feel that's
and
the title of a cookbook.
we went to Bossa Nova and I had the California salad and I was like, you know what? And they were like, do you want anything to drink? And I was like, actually, a glass of Prosecco sounds lovely. Thank
That's
you.
the real crime, is going to Bossa Nova in the first place. The one across the street.
You don't like Bossa Nova?
It's disgusting.
It's not my
just-
favorite, but I do like that salad.
What's in that salad? The California salad, like
Chef
avocado?
Stu,
It has
ridiculing Bossa Nova.
the olives and the cucumber. It's like a Mediterranean salad.
Okay,
but I
cute.
order it with the Cajun chicken.
With feta. Is there like feta sprinkled
No,
on
I don't
it?
have any cheese in it.
Okay,
I
good.
don't do
Okay,
dairy.
simple enough.
It's good. It's a very simple, basic, like Mediterranean salad.
Great.
We just had dinner the other night. That was great. See,
It
I
was
take you
really
to good
tasty.
spots.
Zach took me to a really fun spot downtown. I don't go downtown that much because I
Period.
don't know anybody that lives down there. And to drag
Right.
people from West Hollywood down there, they don't want to be friends with you anymore.
Yeah.
So I'll text Zach. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? I love going down there. I love driving down there. I don't give a fuck. I get to see somewhere different.
Yeah.
Imagine going from Santa Monica to downtown. And I'm still friends with this bitch.
Well, you,
Okay,
can get that train.
Anyway,
You rarely ever come to downtown. I go to Santa Monica more, and I go to West Hollywood. Like, everyone bitches about coming to downtown.
Hold
I
on,
have
hold
no
on, hold
problem
on, hold
going
on.
Not me.
anywhere else.
Do I ever
This-
bitch
No,
about-
no, you don't
I'll
bitch
always
about it.
come
No,
down.
you're different.
I will give it to Zach. He does visit me after his dentist appointment and his chiropractor. But other than that, we have stories
I'm
to get
already
into.
in the area.
Mr. Zachary,
Yeah.
I know a couple reviews have come into our podcast because you sent one to me the other day.
Oh, do you want me to read it?
And I'd love for you to read a couple because my iPad is not pulling
no.
up any comments from Spotify. But we've had a few fun comments. If you're new, obviously, like, subscribe, do the whole thing. If you are someone who reoccurringly likes to listen, you might leave a little comment on Spotify or a review on Apple. Mr. Zachary sent me this fun one and was like, interesting. Could be anybody. Thinks it's my boyfriend.
Yeah, I accused his
No.
boyfriend of it. No, it's not really his boyfriend. But here, let me read it to you, and then you can be the judge of that, Stu. You can be the judge and the jury. This one comes from Marley Bitch. That's not her real last name. I made that up. But her name is Marley. And Marley
Okay.
says, love Andy so much. He is such a beautiful man with a smooth and sultry voice. And Zack, well, he's a nasty, arrogant, short little troll face. So it's a good balance.
God, what is the deal?
Short little troll face.
Do you remember like some of the comments on my podcast that were like going after you? And I'm like, what
What did they say?
Well, you told me. You
Oh,
told me like,
oh,
they didn't
no,
like
no.
Zack, or there was one comment
On your Apple reviews.
Apple reviews. Yeah. I was like, he's one of some of my top shows. He is my
Why
top
didn't
shows
they
when he
like
comes on.
Yeah, you can
They
fuck.
do like
First
you.
of all, fuck off, okay? Any other show that I have done, I read, because some people will send me the fucking comments.
They love to hate.
They love to be like, did you see that this person wrote that? And then
Oh,
it gets
yeah,
me
I
all
know.
fired up. So they get me all fired up. But anyway, yes, to that point, and when you look at any of the podcasts that I have done recently, my episodes, when you see the numbers that are published publicly, far surpass any other
Yeah.
guests that come
Yeah.
on. Spencer,
This
when I
little
went on
troll
Juicy
goes
Scoop,
far.
when I went on Juicy Scoop,
Yeah.
my episode did better than Spencer and Heidi.
There you go.
So I'm sorry, Zack Peter is relevant right now. You can eat my butthole.
This little troll goes places,
You
and
know
not
what?
just under the bridge.
Success is
Not
best
just-
revenge. They don't like you being popular. That's it. Some people.
Popular.
Neither does Kanye West in the public.
I want to be popular. What's
And
going
our-
on with Kanye?
Yeah, and our first hot headline kicking off things, Stu. We are fresh into this episode. Apparently, this headline's come out. I don't know if anybody else has seen this, but we're into our fun topics. It says Kanye West says the Grammys never gave him tickets inside the actual event.
That makes sense.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
remember, they walked the red carpet,
Yeah.
but they didn't make it into the event.
Never
and
knew
it was
that.
probably because, and that's why the reports came out that he was escorted out or he wasn't allowed in. And then they were like, that's not true. This makes more sense that they didn't give him his tickets. Because,
Right.
But why else would they give him the tickets if he had her titties out?
So here's the post that was on his X account. He says, "How could the Grammys nominate me, then not give me tickets, and then people mad when I go off? I had to fight for 5 hours and call everyone I knew to get tickets to the Grammys." He also spelled the Grammys wrong. They eventually gave me tickets, but only for the red carpet.
That's not a ticket.
At
then.
that point, I'd started the right
That's
rampage.
weird. So there's two different types of tickets. You can go to the carpet,
There's
but you
the
can't
carpet,
enter.
not
This
the
that's
show.
how press works. Like on the media side, we get coverage to allow to go to carpets, and then they're like, you can't go in the events. So it's weird that they're pulling this on a Kanye.
But what I don't understand is like, was he nominated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
nominated.
mean, look, I don't love him. The shit he pulls and all that stuff, but he should be able to go if he's nominated.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
That's
but
the
like,
weird part.
I think he tried to make a statement, maybe looking at this back with Bianca, with that whole nudity thing.
Yeah, but that happened what, an hour before the show? So then they just canceled his ticket.
Well, he's like, "You're not going to give me a ticket. I'm going to show you the wrath of Kanye."
Gotcha.
Yay!
But I
That'll
heard
help
them
him get
that-
invited next time.
But
Yeah.
then it looks like on the carpet I saw, maybe on TikTok or something like that, that it looked like Kanye was like, no, let's not do it. And then she was like, no, I want to do it. I want to do it. There was like one of those lip reader people.
Yeah, that's what
Mm.
people said. Is like they had a big tiff
Yeah.
before they went on the carpet, or they looked very uncomfortable to
They're
be
broken
around.
up now, right?
So
Yeah, they're reportedly done and divorcing. But now I hear she doesn't even have a prenup. So this report that he only wanted to pay her $5 million. Well, yeah. I mean, I
Take the
guess
$5 million. That's
yeah.
nice.
So for the nomination verification, he was nominated with Ty Dolla $ign for the hit Carnival. It was for Best Rap Song, but they lost to Kendrick Lamar, as everyone knew.
Oh, shock.
Yeah, he's hot right now.
People got mad that I said he wore mom jeans to the Super Bowl.
I love those jeans.
They're like,
I
it's
want a pair of those
fuck
jeans.
off. They said it's disrespectful
So
to.
here's the part that
Mom.
I'm
like
going to go back to my true religion days.
here's the part of why maybe they didn't get an invite for Kanye West and Bianca Censori in the actual show. There's a quote here that says they didn't have a nomination on the telecast and Kanye wasn't presenting. He was not performing either, which are mostly where the seats are. So it seems like in this accordance of the actual event,
Oh,
if
that
you're
makes
not
sense.
on an award that is for the live telecast, you are obviously presented the award before it happens. So like
Got
Charlie, a
it.
couple other people had that. And so like you didn't see speeches from like Charlie on her 3 Grammy wins, but obviously still performed.
Yeah,
That's how that crumbled.
gotcha. Okay.
That actually
Makes
makes
more and more
sense, why
sense.
they would still let him walk the carpet and not give him a ticket. And it doesn't seem personal at that point because I would imagine there would be no need for you to be at the actual show if you aren't participating in the show at all.
Well,
And you're not going to be shown on TV if you're sitting on a seat, if you have nothing got to do with the show inside.
No, I agree.
It's interesting though.
What?
Interesting being like, you're nominated, but you can't see the show. I mean, if I was nominated, I'd like to see the show. Be like, ooh, I got my nomination for a first Grammy, even if I'm not a part of the actual telecast. But
it's not his first.
yeah, it's not his first.
So.
And he obviously went with nefarious intentions, like because of
Ooh,
the stunt.
nefarious. Come on, vocab.
Well, because they
Duolingo really came out.
Duolingo's for language, learn new language.
Yeah, you're learning some more language of English.
English.
Well,
But yeah, I mean, I'm tired of Kanye, his stupid stunt at the Super Bowl and his stunt at the Grammys.
Super Bowl.
And that is
Taylor
that's more
Swift stunt.
appropriate. A Super Bowl is what it's. Yeah.
A Super Bowl.
Are you still mad at him because of what he did to Taylor
No.
Swift?
I wasn't even a Taylor Swift fan when that all happened.
How did you feel about her getting booed?
I mean, it's
it's expensive to be me.
she's boyfriends with the opposing team.
She's boyfriend.
It's like it's all fun and games. I wouldn't have taken it seriously at all, and it looks like she didn't either. Like she was just like, "Oh, okay."
She was like, really?
She's like, "Okay, whatever."
Well, in terms of our music news, pivoting into some other things, two things in my little desk of news for you all. Gay people, looking at you both. World Pride just announced their entire lineup. So it's different for every year for World Pride. I'm not sure if anybody knows
what the
this.
fuck is World Pride?
World
They
Pride
choose
happens once a year.
City once a
Yeah.
year.
Oh,
It was in New York, like
for
recently,
the whole
right?
world.
It was in Amsterdam
Yes.
before.
What?
Yeah. So this year it's in Washington D.C. Ironic. And so
Great.
Insomniac, which puts on EDC, which is Electric Daisy Carnival,
Uh-huh.
they're actually doing everything. So our friend Mr. Mike is
Oh,
helping
yeah.
with everything.
Fine.
And the
Can we get free
headliners
tickets.
is Jennifer Lopez and Troye Sivan. And I saw a
That's
comment
good.
that said,
I saw that.
I hope Jennifer Lopez tops Troye Sivan. And I was like, work. But we have Paris Hilton. We have
Fun.
like a range of a lot of big artists like Kim Petras, Slater, RuPaul's doing a DJ set.
Kanye West,
Nope.
Hmm.
A range, not. Anyway,
Kendrick.
nope.
Isn't he
Mostly
gay?
LGBTQ plus
Is
artists.
he?
I don't know.
Is he what?
Is Kendrick Lamar gay? No.
I think everyone's a little gay. You know?
I don't know. Is he?
I don't know. Is he?
No.
I mean, he wore those jeans.
There's nothing got to do with it. It's like a throwback, and they all sold
Shut
those,
up! You just said I want to wear those jeans, and you're fucking gay, so you
There were
have no
two-
excuse.
They were too draggy on the floor. Like you need a bit. They need
Which
Which
a
is
is
bit
like
why
him.
they're terrible
Your
to
ass
wear.
looks really good on them though.
That's
Yeah.
because they're the hip hop.
Timmy
girls.
Tim
Yeah, I
Tim
love-
jeans.
I need to get. there.
So that's your biggest right now for gay people who are most excited for this. And then gay people are also excited because Lady Gaga just revealed her entire track list for Mayhem.
I saw that this morning. I'm
I
so
saw it.
excited.
I told you. So the entire track list is coming out. We obviously have a banger. Are you dying over here in this corner?
Sorry, I
You're
needed
just
to
too
do
choked
that.
up on Gaga.
Yeah, I got excited.
So this is the 7th album, Abracadabra. I heard that out in the club on Valentine's Day night. Mind you, okay, I went out to West Hollywood on Valentine's Day. My first date with my boyfriend and I, we ended up in West Hollywood, had a fun little drink, so we said, let's recreate that date. Mind you, I run into somebody I wanted a date with who ghosted me. Fine by that.
Oh, we just saw him the other day too.
And different person.
Oh, how many?
I
Andy's
wanna-
getting around these streets.
I went on a date with this boy, and we made out at the mall. Wild enough.
At the mall.
He pulled me in for the mall.
Andy,
Which
don't admit
mall?
that.
Please tell me it was like Century
Century
City. or
City.
something.
Okay.
That's all right.
That's different.
Century City.
That's different.
Homeboy,
I was
like
picturing like the Glendale Galleria.
he, no, we don't go there.
like at a J.C. Penney's.
They were outside of J.C. Penney's, right next to what is it, Wetzel's Pretzels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was
Fine.
like, "Let me take your
Close to
parking
Wetzel.
ticket." He like basically, had an AMC
He paid
stubs.
for your parking
He validated my parking ticket
Oh,
by getting like a
validate.
free movie, and then he made out with me. I never saw him again. Anyway, I went out to the club this weekend. I ran into this guy I'd never heard from again, and this guy goes, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, "This bitch."
All about it.
And I'm like, "Hey," he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, celebrating, or no. He's like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Oh, you want to say hello and you don't remember." I was like, "Andy, and you're so and so." And he's like, "What are you doing out?" And I'm like, with my boyfriend. I'm like, "Celebrating Valentine's Day." And I was like, he's like, I'm like, "Get the message, girl. You're gonna not remember my name."
Wow.
Anyway, Abracadabra played, and I was back in my shit. I was like, cool.
It's a good song. Like Gaga's back.
She's back.
It's like it's
We
bad
made
romance
Gaga great
all over
again.
again.
I know.
And I couldn't be happier.
Now let's like do that to Beyonce. Let's make her happening again. Like genuinely.
I need
though.
that Crazy in Love again. Like
I
I
We
need
need
that.
like good
those
Beyonce music. We
bangers.
need. I mean, Katie, I feel like almost had her moment, but like everyone hated her because of Dr. Luke, and she worked with Dr. Luke on
Yeah.
her recent
It just
album.
wasn't a good album.
It wasn't a bad album.
It wasn't
I
a good
enjoyed
album.
a lot of the songs on the album, but like I'm His, You're Mine, like the music video, like there were so many moments that could have gone viral. We gave Beyonce album of the fucking year. Let's not
So
critique
mad about that, aren't
Katy.
you?
I'm pissed about it. Let's give Katy Perry throw the dog a bone because her album was better than Beyonce's.
I won't give you that. And I was a former Katy
People
cat.
liked that Cowboy album.
Yeah.
Only because it was Beyonce.
Like I like 2 or 3
They
songs. It was fine.
exactly.
But it was kind of. I felt like it was forced down my throat.
Exactly.
So for
that's
this,
my point.
Like,
so
I
for
had
this
to.
new mayhem, to bring it on back, Disease, I think was not my favorite. Abracadabra, banger. We have a couple other songs in here, so I'm gonna name you some different tracks. We have Die With a Smile, obviously it came out with Bruno Mars.
I didn't
We
vote
have
for that.
Mayhem, including songs like Perfect Celebrity, Love Drug, a song called Killa with Gesaffelstein.
I think Love Drug is going to be big.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
I
I
love that title.
The name alone
Yeah.
feels so classic
Yeah.
Gaga.
Yeah.
There's bonus tracks called Kill for Love, Can't Stop the High. So, I mean, it sounds pretty fun. There's even tracks like Zombie Boy, How Bad Do You Want Me, Don't Call Tonight, Shot of a Man,
It's
The
giving
Beast.
like Monster Ball again. Like
Yeah.
a monster,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I
It's
saw a
great.
meme that also was like, when Gaga makes fun of Catholicism and other religions, we're so back. And I was
Yeah.
like, I kind of feel that.
And she just goes to the line and she like stops. Like she just gives you the perfect amount of kind of like religion stuff.
Yeah, like we could be in some sort of church. We could be in an insane asylum. Whatever it is, it's a Gaga music video.
Did you also hear that like when she sits down and she does those dance routines, like in the white and the red, you know?
Yeah.
That apparently she did that for people that were like disabled in wheelchairs and stuff, that they could have a place to dance as well. They could actually do a dance
Sit.
too, sit and dance. Yeah.
I loved the dance with the cane accessibility.
No, I'm
DEI
telling
hire.
you.
Lady
And
Gaga
that's going
is a
that's
DEI
going around.
hire.
I believe it. She's very thoughtful like that.
Okay.
I
Zach's
think
like,
so.
no more Easter eggs.
That just sounds stupid. She sat down and she's dancing. So for what? For the people in the wheelchairs?
No, she's standing in a lot of the dance routines, but there's one part where
I'm still
they
I don't know, well,
believe
first
they
of all,
believe
the fact-
she did that
The
on
fact
purpose.
that she's even standing is ableist. So
what?
the pause.
exactly.
Well, moving on to my last story until Mr. Zachary takes over. I have a fun game that I like to play, and I
Okay.
like that there's 2 people here to play this.
Great.
Let's
It
do
is
it.
called Guess the Comment. You're going to
Okay.
guess what story headline this could be about, or a person it could be about. And I'm going to read this comment that came from People Magazine on one of their articles.
Okay.
So this comment on People Magazine says, well, another ridiculous name. Time to fully monetize the children too, making a full career out of 0 accomplishments. What story do you think this is about? Or a person?
Kardashians.
Yeah, that's where I went to as well.
So your first guess is wrong. Would you like to guess again?
Who else could this potentially? A name. Okay, so a bad name. Read it again.
Well, another ridiculous name. Time to fully monetize the children too, making a full career out of 0 accomplishments.
Who has kids?
I
and
dug
0
for this.
Accomplishments? Who has kids and 0 accomplishments and has a name? It could be a name of a book, a name of a album. Who has 0 accomplishments? Beyonce.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
That's where I went. That's what I was kind of thinking that too.
All right, I'm
I
going to give
don't
you one
know.
more guess.
Who could this be about?
It's not you.
Who could it
No
be?
children and has accomplishments. Zach Peter.
No children and doesn't have like real accomplishments.
Do you want me to just tell you?
No.
I don't think you're going to get it.
D'Amelios? No, they're the dance and stuff.
Mm.
No.
Very much hit by the tabloids a lot.
Denise Richards.
No.
Oh,
Well, you had your chance.
Kanye.
This is a comment left on a story titled Meghan Markle renames lifestyle brand America
Oh.
Riviera Orchard to As
Oh.
Ever.
I saw this morning.
Yeah.
How did I? Oh.
How did they not think? I don't know. So this article came
You
out
like Meghan Markle, don't you?
No.
about
Okay.
your girl, Meghan Markle.
Mm.
She renamed her orchard because it just
Stop.
seemed that she was, what she said, limited.
Was it her actual? Fuck off! I'm so sick of her.
Like,
Okay,
is she trying
continue,
to
sorry.
be like a white Oprah with the orchards in
No,
Montecito?
she's trying to be the Black Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh,
I
jeez.
can't.
Wait, she said she was black, didn't she, as well?
Yeah, I remember she called the royal family racist because people confuse her for Beyonce all the time.
Her show's coming out soon. Go
So
on,
less than a
continue,
year
sorry.
after she debuted this orchard, she has rebranded this to be a lifestyle brand. So
See,
when she
Goop?
was making products and other things, and also the delay of the, obviously title we talked about for Netflix, this came at an appropriate time.
Just you saying like launching of an orchard, or what did you say? What was the
Lifestyle brand.
word? Yeah, it's
Goop.
It's too much.
It's her Goop.
It is a goop.
But like we did Goop, and then we did Poosh, and then
As ever.
I can't anymore.
mean,
But
Goop
like,
is killing
does
it.
anybody who's like, yeah, let me read Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand website.
I know some mothers from the Southern Belt who would probably take a read, but I wouldn't necessarily myself.
Who?
Does she have a website, like a lifestyle-y website?
She used to have the TIG, remember?
Yeah, and
You
she shut
told me
that
this,
down when
yes.
she had met Harry,
Correct.
and
Who
then
she'd never heard of before. That's what she claims, not me.
I just
her words.
Just stop it.
And that's the end of my fun game. Thank you for playing.
I actually liked that game. But wait, that was out. That was it with Meghan Markle.
Yeah, she just renamed it. And so not everyone's very happy with the name change. They're like, okay, like the name is horrible. Some are saying like as ever. The original name, people looking at it when
What
they're
was
looking,
the original name?
American Riviera Orchard. They had a bunch of things like obviously
And
potentially
what's it
printed
called now again?
as ever.
Let's just
Now
move on
it's
to the
called
next
As
thing.
Ever.
We need to stop talking about this.
It's bad. Well, I mean, I get why she changed the name originally. It was very like white supremacist. Was that why she changed it?
I don't know.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Right?
You're not wrong, yeah.
But, like,
But the new one is terrible.
What was it called? The Confederate what?
American Riviera Orchard.
There's our social clip of the week.
Confederate what?
Anyway, let's hop
But
on
what
to
does
some.
ever after mean? Wasn't that a Drew
She
Barrymore
has
movie?
like flags like coming off the trees. Like
Don't.
I don't.
And it's
okay,
her,
it's too
and
much.
she's
I'm
Ask Ryan
sorry.
Reynolds and
Crown.
Blake Lively about their plantation wedding. And you can come back
Oh
to me.
yeah, they call her Perez Hilton calls her the plantation princess.
That's amazing.
It's great.
That's,
Well, would you like
I
to
like
take
your
over
one
for some
too. I
general
like what you call her
stories?
too.
What
Because
do I
I think
call
I'm
her?
no hands lively.
Oh, Blake
Or-
No Teeth Blake, yeah, No Teeth
No
Lively.
hands.
You
No
children.
No hair. She has no
my ears.
Jesus Christ.
Blake No Teeth Lively.
Oh God.
Well,
Okay, what's next?
it's all you in your general news section.
Oh, I
because
love it.
My editor duties are off.
Okay, Stu, we have a collab that I know you are excited about.
Yes.
It's the new Skims by Nike collab.
Wait, can I
She's-
get some?
She's gonna give you a sports bra by Skims.
And
I need, like
Nike?
pants, panties.
It's launching soon which is interesting because her previous collabs have been Fendi, they've been Dolce and Gabbana, like they've been very
Oh,
high
wait,
end.
wow.
Balenciaga,
NBA.
Oh yeah, she did.
Do you ever-
oh yeah, she did the
Have you
underwear for the
ever
NBA.
gotten any of their underwear? I have 3 pairs.
I have
they're
the
really
socks.
nice. They're really
the socks
soft.
are nice, but they've worn in pretty fast.
Okay.
I have underwear and I have the shapewear.
Okay.
I don't like the shape. Well, I don't like shapewear in general because it just flattens my butt.
So what is the item for the Nike stuff?
like sports bras.
Just
and
sports bras?
No, like sports wear.
Like a Lululemon. But
Yeah, it's like a Lulu.
Skims or
It's like a
whatever.
Skims Lululemon, but with Nike. And she's just like, we're always, pushing the boundaries. And I'm like, a sports bra, how innovative. But she's doing the thing. Good for her.
It's
So
great.
she's
Is it
pushing
just
those
women's?
boundaries. From what I saw, it was just women's.
Yeah.
But I know that she's evolved Skims to be unisex, and I
You
like
know-
the men's underwear. Like it is actually
I
very
love it.
comfortable.
I will be very honest. I was watching.
The Kardashians.
I know fucking Stu's gonna poke fun at me for this. I was
No.
watching basketball the other day.
Oh,
Mm.
God.
I know you're like no, and I saw the Skims logo appear on the court, and I had to do a double take. So I was like, "Wait, is that Skims?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, her partnership with the NBA. She was able to get the Skims logo. Like I don't know how that necessarily works for sponsorships, but Skims was on the actual wood floor of the game.
I wonder if that was part of her deal with Nike. Because, Nike usually has their logo.
Yeah.
That I would imagine that Kris Jenner would negotiate some sort of
course.
like, okay, fine, but you also have to use your advertisement on the basketball court to also support Skims if you want this collab.
Does well. I mean, it's a good company.
Listen,
the
I would-
website's chic.
I
the
was listening
coloring's
to,
awesome.
she was on Sarah Foster and Aaron Foster's podcast, and and they were talking about how their daughters, like the younger Gen Z generation, doesn't know Kim Kardashian the way we know her, sex tape and Keeping Up with the Kardashians, right? Or married to Kanye, but they know her as the founder of Skims.
Love.
That's what they know her of. And it really is incredible. I know people have a lot of shit that they throw to the Kardashians and to Kim specifically, but like it is incredible what she's built from the sex tape to now build this global Skims brand that does continue. I mean, Kylie's hype has died down with Kylie Cosmetics. Once she sold it, she kind of tapped out, and now she has like a beverage.
Yeah, Sprinter.
Sprinter.
Oh,
It's
never heard of
a
it.
I went to
cocktail.
a gifting suite for what season of the Kardashians was it? They had stuff for Good
5.
American, Sprinter.
5.
Was 5?
Yeah, because you didn't invite me.
I barely even went myself.
Let's get into it.
But that's
Let's unpack that.
Let's not. But that's Kim Kardashian. And then did you guys talk about this on your show, Bethenny Frankel?
No, I saw
No.
your clip. I saw your clip today, just
Clip.
before I got here.
Clip. So Bethenny Frankel has come out in probably by the time this airs 12 different videos
as a Trump supporter.
about SNL and about Blake Lively and Ryan
Yes.
Reynolds appearing at SNL, because obviously that's been the talk of the town for the last couple of days, is that they appeared at the 50th, and which I'm surprised you didn't want to talk about. You love SNL. Why would it?
Oh, I saw you put it in here, and I was like,
Well, no, the Bethenny thing, but I'm surprised you weren't like my top 3 favorite skits from the SNL anniversary.
I didn't watch it.
Which is surprising because every time he always has stories
clips.
about
There's
SNL.
clips, but there's clips.
3 hours.
You didn't see any good skits though.
So this SNL special is like nothing new like development. It's like reprising old sketches that did very well.
Yeah.
We
But
obviously
they
had
did
like a
some
couple
new ones.
We had a couple like knockout like celebrities coming in for these sketches.
Yeah.
But like,
So this is my point. Is Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds new? Because think about it. Nobody's talking about any of the skits. Andy's the biggest fan of SNL
Yeah.
here on the
you
Pop
you
Report.
got
I'm-
me
yeah.
here.
And
It's all about
he's
that.
not even talking about that. And they knew that this was going to happen. They knew that they were going to hijack the night. And NBC knew that they were going to hijack the night. That's why they went forward with allowing them to
Yeah.
come. And they were like, well, Ryan Reynolds has appeared in a skit before and Blake Lively has appeared on SNL before.
Whatever
so
they
like,
want to
fine.
say.
Yeah. So I think they knew that they were going to hijack the night. But Bethenny Frankel's coming out, and she says that this is the smartest thing that they could have ever done. It's a brilliant move. It's so smart. They don't care that the public doesn't like them, yada, yada, yada. And then she goes on to, in her most recent video, she goes on to compare Blake Lively to J-Lo. And she's like, listen, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds don't care what the public think about them at this point. They're playing, and I've always said or not always, but for the last couple of days, I've been saying that they're playing the Hollywood game. They're no longer playing the legal game. They know that they have to stay relevant. They know that they have to stay on the popular red carpets. Even TMZ, I think Harvey Levin said, or someone on TMZ said that, that they were making a statement basically like, we will always be invited to red carpets like this. Somebody like Justin Baldoni will never be at this type of award show at the caliber that Blake and Ryan are when they're invited to this type
I think
of
they're
stuff.
trying to like assert their power of like, no matter what you do to us, we'll still be having the upper hand.
And so Bethenny said that from a PR perspective, she said, 1, legally, this doesn't matter. And 2, that, it's more about them saying, screw you, that they don't care if the public doesn't like them. They're going to stay relevant in Hollywood. My counterpoints to that are, 1, I actually think that this is absolutely going to hurt them legally, because from what we've seen from this judge so far, he's no nonsense. He's not putting up with any bullshit from either camp when they try to play these media games. Like the judge has already, slapped them each on the wrist several times. That I don't think the judge is going to like this look, number 1. And number 2, should this move to trial and go before a jury? A jury's not going to like that. They're not going to like the nice full skit.
No,
this is a recorded broadcast versus like evidence of text. Like you have a situation where you can say, is this that serious? If you're joking about it on a nationally broadcasted syndicated network.
Yeah. That on top of the nice pull skit just shows that this is a joke to them and that sexual harassment is not as serious as they're claiming.
I think SNL was not the right place, in my opinion, to do it. If this was Comedy Central, where you go there and you push buttons, like that is more, I think
they
of the
should have
nature.
just went and shut up.
Yes, and not done the skit. I agree. Because, I mean, and if they just went, they could have still made all the same points that we made about like being a power couple and being in Hollywood and rubbing elbows with everybody. It would have been fine and not blown up the way that it has. But the fact that they poked fun at it is ultimately what I think is going to blow back. And this is why I think they're going to lose legally. Why I think they already have accepted that they're going to lose legally. And that's why they're not even playing the game of like, which by the way, we don't know if her amended complaint has dropped at the time of us recording this. it hasn't dropped yet. I'm assuming she's going to wait until the very last minute on Tuesday night, which is 11:59 Eastern, to file her amended complaint. But I don't think they care about, winning this case anymore, because I don't think that they can.
It's weird because also, like, people are looking back at the clips, people are looking about who was involved, and you have Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, who are very notable stars of
Yeah.
SNL, and you look at this clip of the audience when they appear to get panned to on a camera. It isn't like a lustrous like applause like you're
Yeah.
used to with like cameos, and it seemed, as some pointed in comments, that Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, specifically Amy, we talked about this morning, she's like, at the end of the joke, like, you should get that checked out. She looked like she didn't want to be a part of the bit,
Yeah,
as
it
some
looked
people
awkward.
said. So it's like there have to be back channel conversations of producing this and like saying, hey, we're gonna do this bit. Do you sign off on this? And people are like, sometimes people can't.
Yeah.
In this case, say yes or no, because they're
yeah.
like, it's gonna happen regardless, and I'm part of it.
And there was a thing where it was kind of like awkward, as in when you look at the two of them sitting there and you look at everybody else around them,
Yeah.
like, there's real stars there.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing there? And Kevin Costner's face said it all.
See, everyone was focused on Kevin Costner. Everyone
Yeah.
was focused on Cher. Everyone was focused on other people. But to me, Kevin Costner and Cher are not scrolling TikTok and up to date with
No.
what's going on with this case. The biggest one that stood out to me was Jenna Ortega, because Jenna Ortega, is not only has worked with Justin Baldoni, she's up on what's going on
Yeah.
in this entire case. That to me, I feel like her face being visibly disgusted by them being there was more telling than Kevin Costner kind of being like, I don't want to be like, I don't think Kevin Costner really cared to be there in general. And I think Cher just is like completely in a bubble of her own. But also, how are we going to put Kevin Costner and Cher way in the back and then have these two wackadoodles up in front? It was stupid. But
And
anyway.
even Blake's face looking up at him, she was kind of like, oh, fuck.
No, well, people
She
said
laughed
that
after.
too many people were focused on that. But my thing is, it's like, this is SNL is scripted. NBC has to run these jokes through legal. They have to run everybody knew what was going to happen. I'm sure they rehearsed this at some point. That was Blake pretending she was Taylor Swift winning a Grammy for the 38th time.
After. I mean, the social
No,
clips,
I know.
like,
No, I know. But her shocked reaction, like, what is he going to say? That to me was so performative and so fake, because they knew that this moment was coming. They knew that Amy he was mic'd up. Like,
Sure, yeah.
they rehearsed this.
It wasn't like
but what do you think of Bethenny comparing this to J-Lo? Because her take is that J-Lo got the entire world to turn against her, and everybody hated J-Lo, and J-Lo's doing just fine. She still has her money. She's still moving in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, what's yours? And
She's
I'll give
not-
you my opinion.
Like, I just think J-Lo just has like personal issues, like with like who she is and trying to work out relationships, and she can never get it right. And she's not out to destroy people's lives or to destroy someone's life. She's just flawed.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a flawed person. It's like
She's
a
a bitch.
politician.
She's a diva.
They got caught in like
Yeah.
an adultery or thing, and then they go on SNL and they try and make a joke, and people can see because they're like, okay, they're owning their shit. They know they've done wrong or cheated or
Yeah.
whatever it is, right? This is like they're perpetuating these lies to try and take down a man.
Yeah.
And that's evil to me.
Yeah.
It just is.
So, did y'all watch The White Lotus?
No, I
did.
haven't seen it yet. Is it good?
Y'all didn't watch?
I watched.
Somebody told me about it.
Y'all, it
Is good? Is not good?
Slow at the beginning. You're getting to know everybody.
How many
I mean-
episodes are out?
One.
Oh, just one.
do
yeah.
I even say to you guys like what's going on? Or
I know what's going on.
I don't think you're going to give anything away if like Zack hasn't seen it yet. It's very just kind of like whatever.
I mean,
was there big revelations in it? God,
two
was I
th-
looking at my phone again?
two things are like being alluded to, and I wrote an article about it today, and I was like,
What's being
I
alluded
think
to?
okay,
the incest amongst the
Bingo.
Oh,
the
well, that's already
brothers.
going around all over X. Like everyone's
Okay.
and everyone's already talking about the whatever that storyline, or people
bingo
are
bongo.
Yeah.
yeah. People think it's gonna be gayer than ever this season. There's a lot of nudity this season. Apparently, it picks up in episode 5 and 6. Apparently, according to Patrick Schwarzenegger, he's like, I wouldn't watch it with my family, but you know,
Okay.
the first episode, you have some will they or won't they between brothers at some point. It is a subtle nod to brotherly love, if you know what
To
I mean.
the Menendez brothers.
Different.
Do you think so?
I
Different?
can't.
Well,
I,
wasn't that a theory with the Menendez brothers too?
Yes.
I would just say
That was the
I would
joke.
say different type of brotherly love.
Oh, because they don't kill their parents.
It's different type of brotherly love. Actually,
Oh
just
my God,
like
just tell us.
trying to
What do you mean?
trying to get off.
But didn't the Menendez brothers also get up in the shower
Oh
together?
no, we get that. Like yes, more sexual. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Great.
But like the brothers are doing the thing together, right? Isn't that's what I'm seeing going around online? I haven't watched yet, but that's what I have.
We got booty cheeks in the first episode. I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
I need to just put my phone away when I watch this.
I thought you watched this.
I did watch
How
it.
did you watch?
No, but I didn't see like the butt cheeks thing. I must.
You didn't see the butt cheeks?
Do you know what? I was making delicious food that night too, and I was kind of going.
You
in
saw
and out of
other
the
cake.
kitchen.
Yeah.
I need to watch it again. I'll watch it when you watch it, and then we can like text about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then isn't there a Jennifer Coolidge nod?
Oh my god. I missed that
Not in the
too.
first episode.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Where?
I didn't miss that.
Somebody was telling me, but I went out last night for a drink.
You're like,
and he
it
was
was
telling.
episode 5 of season 2.
No, he was like, there was something about Jennifer Coolidge's husband appears in it. There's like a.
That's the man. Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you both watch this shit? How do I
was
know
like,
more
I
about
was
this than you
wondering
do?
about that. Yes.
That's the man.
And
Fuck, I do need to watch it
and
again.
there's like a woman, a housekeeper that knew
She-
Jennifer Coolidge, and she sees the man, and then they like have a moment.
Did you watch it?
No, but somebody told me about it. Again, how do I know more about this?
You
episode
could actually recap it better
I was
than us.
watching it when I was a little sleepy, but like, yes, there is a character from season 1 that's back in season 3.
I think we all need to reconvene like in a week.
and that's the
just, like,
nanny,
talk
right?
about
Or
this.
So she worked at the hotel for the White Lotus in the first season.
Correct.
And then she's back for the third season because she wants to learn and take back all the education from the other White Lotus chain back to her other
got
respective
it.
hotel.
Got
Yes.
it. Got it. That makes sense.
Natasha Lyonne. No, not Natasha Lyonne.
I was like, what? She's in it? I was like, I don't remember her in
No,
season
I
one.
Can't remember her name
I'm
either.
literally having a hard time with it today functioning.
It's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's from what I've seen from reviews, it's going to pick up excessively in the later episodes.
Okay.
But we have a very dysfunctional group, and I love it. There's a group of girls who, 2 of them are friends, and it seems like the one is not as much in the
Yeah,
loop with
saw
like
that.
the friendship.
I thought she was
And
going to kill herself at one point
Absolutely.
when she was looking down at them. Yeah.
I'm like, she is envious of the relationship. There's a rich friend. There's another adjacent rich friend, and the girl who's like, I have a child.
And they're kind of like, all their comments are really kind of, when they're chatting together, like it's really awkward when you watch it. They're all kind of like backhanded compliments. Like,
It's like
it's
it's
really
like this,
like,
Zach.
oof.
Stu, you're doing so good with your podcast and your
Yeah.
life and your cooking. Like, it's so scrumptious. Zach, you live downtown. So great.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
very
that
like that.
kind of
It's like,
comment.
oof.
Ah.
So it was like, ooh.
Sounds like our YouTube comments.
Well, but I think you should definitely give it a watch. That's my review. I would say it's pretty solid. They are shooting in Thailand, and then Rosie from Blackpink is also in it. We have a
Oh.
couple other celebrity cameos coming in later
Okay.
on.
Fun. Okay.
It's just a nice show to watch for the next few weeks, and everybody's going to be talking about it. You're in the know, and it's fun. Like, I love a good Sunday night like watch.
Yeah.
With like tasty food and like takeout or whatever it is.
I ordered Thai food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I make? I think a pot roast on Sunday night. It was nice.
Not
tasty.
your 3-hour lasagna.
And then I made like birria tacos last night with
Oh,
the pot
yum.
roast. Oh, it was so fucking tasty. Yeah.
Well, speaking of shows you're going to watch, your favorite has another favorite.
The Traitors.
No, SNL has Lady Gaga coming up.
Oh.
Oh, great.
SNL has
Gaga's
just
good.
announced that Gaga is being the musical guest and hosting. Will you actually watch this time?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll watch it. Because it's probably
No.
the album, with the week the album comes out, I'm sure, right?
Mm-hmm. It's around that timeline.
I don't watch SNL.
I think she'll probably perform some of the new stuff on SNL,
Yeah, she will.
but who knows what she's going to do.
What date does it come out, that album? Is it the 15th? March? 14th? 8th?
You're screaming dates at this point.
I know something. I'm excited about it.
December 3rd.
It's not that. It's definitely March.
She's
Whatever,
going on in alignment with the launch of Meghan Markle's new show.
Oh, take it down.
It's ooh.
Can you watch that? Can we like talk about that when that comes out, please?
What?
Yeah, March
The
7th.
Meghan Markle show. We'll watch it like full.
Sure.
We have to.
Yeah.
'Cause I think there's just going to be so many jokes in it for us.
Yeah.
Aside from other things that are coming up, we do have a Mindy Kaling show called Not Suitable for Work, which is what Zach has been called a lot. And it's going to be at Hulu. So
Oh.
yeah,
She's a good relationship with them.
she is working on this comedy series. It was first reported to be in the works in 2024 under Murray Hill. Per the logline, the show centers around 5 work-obsessed 20-somethings striving for professional success, and if they have time, personal happiness in Manhattan's most glamorous neighborhood,
Is
Murray
she
Hill.
in it?
She's executive producing, and she will serve under. It mostly just looks like producing. So
She'll
there's
probably
just
make a
I
cameo.
love her. I love
people
her.
have been really
I'm mad at her.
wanting her to come back and act.
You're mad at her?
I'm mad at her.
Why? Because she stopped the Mindy project?
Because of her fucking Meghan Markle thing.
No, that too. She's in the Meghan Markle show. But no, I'm mad at
She
her
is.
because we were supposed to get Legally Blonde 3
Oh,
written
that.
by Mindy Kaling in 2017 or 2018 or whenever it was before the world shut down.
Yeah.
And now we have nothing. And now we have Elle, that's a prequel that's coming out on Amazon that has no relation to Mindy Kaling. I just want to know, Mindy Kaling, this is a message to Mindy Kaling and Mindy Kaling directly. What happened to Legally Blonde 3? I need Elle Woods and Jennifer Coolidge eating a hot dog. I need something.
Real bad.
Real bad.
Well, what's your last story, Mr. Sacker? Or do you want to talk about Traders for a second?
No, it's fine. You skipped it over. Are you
That's
liking
fine.
the season of Traders?
I love it. Well, it's my first season I've watched.
Oh, that's sad.
This is the first time Zach and I agree on something.
It's
in
not a
minute.
good
you guys
season.
I
said
don't
it's not a
enjoy it
good
as
season.
much.
You need to watch the other seasons, Stuart, because there was like fun stuff that happened in the other
Wait.
season.
There's a UK version. And in
Yes.
the UK version, they have a little person. And he's the traitor. And he has a little cloak. It's
Oh
the
my
best
God.
thing ever. I want to sleep with him.
Oh God.
What? Is it because of your date the one time?
Yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, well, we don't need to touch too much on the traitors. But I think Tom Sandoval actually is winning me over this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
I think
And I think Caroline's going to win.
if you watch season 2 and then coming to season 3, I think from the hype that season 2 did so well with
Yeah.
Phaedra and others, this one I
Hey,
just
there's still time
They
for it to
killed
really
off all the
pick
good
up.
people, though. When
Yeah.
Tom Sandoval becomes the star, you know that it really has lost its good cast.
God.
But
And
that was their
Carol.
fault for killing all the good people off.
They have to kill them off because they know they're possibly going to win. Maybe it's the game.
How are they going to win?
don't hate the
If
player,
they-
hit the game.
Do you know what I mean?
Carolyn's going to win. Danielle will not because Danielle keeps
No,
fumbling
Danielle
the
will
ball.
definitely not.
I think Carolyn is going to go all the way. Who do you think?
I think
Question for
Tom
both
could
of
be
you.
in the last
Question
3
for
or
the
something
group.
like that.
Tom will make it to the end, yes. But whoever makes it, Tom's going to make it to the end. Gabby's going to make it to the end. But Carolyn's going to win because nobody's ever going to suspect that she's a traitor, and she's going to dupe them all at the end because they're going to believe that she's a faithful. Question though.
Uh-huh.
Who do you think they're going to try to recruit? Because we see in the end that the
Ready.
traitors get to kill
Ready.
someone or recruit someone. I think it's going to be. Oh, I think we both know who this is.
I
Go.
said this to you this morning.
Go.
Did I say
Dylan,
that?
Dylan Efron is
Yes, that's
probably recruited because the social clip that came out a few weeks back is when the three of you are trying to get along, they posted on social. And I think in the end, Dylan Efron's going to win because I think everyone is on to everybody but Dylan, and he's the sweet little innocent Bo Peep.
Nobody's on to Carolyn.
There was like a heat for a second, and I think that Danielle and Carolyn are going to.
I think the
Have a
editing
moment.
intentionally did that to make us think that there's heat on Carolyn. I think she's going to go all the way.
Yeah. Dylan, like, didn't the girls discuss, like, they want to bring somebody in that will be voted off? Is that kind of what they
Yeah.
want to do?
I think
To
they're
take
going
the
to
heat off
recruit
them.
They're going to recruit Dolores.
That to definitely happen, or Dylan?
No,
because everybody's onto Dylan, so
Well,
he would be.
I don't
got.
think
would-
anybody's on to Dylan.
I
don't
think
think
he's really
anybody's onto
smart.
Dylan.
I think people don't like that he's so smart.
No, I think that. So here's the thing. Look at what they did with Sierra, right? Or at least if I were in the game, this is how I would play it. Because we know everybody that's playing this game right now is fucking terrible at it. So you recruit Dolores. Why? Because look at what happened to Sierra. They did this 3 coffins thing, and they're like, it has to be one of them has to be a traitor, right? And they're like, let's go back to the coffin theory. We got rid of Nikki. We got rid of what's his name, Jeremy, and then the only one left is Sierra. One of the traitors had to be in the boxes. It has to be Sierra, right? Process of elimination. Now, if we go back to the beginning of this season, who did they think was a traitor? One of the housewives. So they eliminated 3 housewives. So if they go back to that theory originally, there's only one
gotta be
housewife
one
left.
housewife.
It has to be a housewife. It has to be Dolores. She's the only housewife left. She's flown under the radar. She's also really smart. She knows how to spot a traitor. I absolutely think that Dolores would have been the smartest move for them to recruit, but I don't think she would do it.
I think the thing though is like Dylan Efron.
You think she'd recruit? She would join?
Don't know.
Okay.
I think Dylan's smart, and everyone's like, we either get
feel
him
like
now
she
because
goes
he's
far
on to
now.
us. Dylan's on to them.
Yes, but their strategy was they have to pick a woman because they said that everyone's trying to sniff out because all the traitors that have been eliminated so far have been guys. So the last
Exactly,
remaining 2
bring
have
on
to be a
Dylan.
woman.
So bring on Dylan. They're not going to think it's a guy.
No, but what I'm saying is you bring in one of the women, and then you already know that they're going to be the target, so you start planting the little seeds, and you can easily take them out because at this point everybody's going to be gunning for a woman rather than they would be a man.
That's
so
why
Dylan
I would.
Efron,
That's why I would go for Dylan because no one's gonna be like, it's a dude. We got 2 dudes out. But that's my theory.
Okay, but can I? What happens?
But you don't want to protect the traitors. You want to take the money for yourself at the end.
So will they go to Alan Cummings like, hey, we want Dylan, we want to bring him over, right?
Yeah.
So then Alan goes and gets him, and then what brings?
No, they get a letter, and it says you, and they
he
think
goes
that they've
to their
been
slumber and says, "Wake up."
So you know how they sit when they get killed, they sit down, they get the letter.
Yes.
So they think that they get it, and then they open it because we saw this with Pilot Pete last season.
Oh.
And so they open the letter, and rather than being killed, it says you have an option. You can either be eliminated. You can either stay in the game, or you can be. You either are killed or you become
A traitor.
a traitor.
Obviously, you're going to choose the traitor.
No, you don't get killed. You either join
You
or
stay in the game, or you
no.
decline. Yeah, but you at least got
An option.
yeah.
Got it.
And the traitors lose the kill for that day. But so yeah, I think it's either going to be Dylan or it's going to be Dolores.
Well,
Or it's going to be Gabby. Or right, is that her name? No.
Girl, I
Who's the
don't
blonde
fucking
girl?
know. Gabby.
Is that her name?
Oh.
Oh, no, not that,
you're
not
thinking
Gabby.
of
With the
Danielle's
headband.
friend. Yeah.
Yes. What's her name? Meghan Markle? What the fuck? The blonde girl with the headband.
It's not Gabby, no?
It's not Gabby. Gabby's the dumb one. I like her though. She's funny on
I
TikTok.
love Gabby.
She's great. But I think it's going to be the other girl that everybody already thinks is a traitor, and they're going to use her as a sacrificial lamb. But unless she declines, and if she declines, then she could see that they're trying to serve her up on a silver platter.
Speaking of other blondes, you have an Ivanka story.
I do. Oh, so we're done with the traitor.
Okay.
I just saw Stu's pander of like, where is this going? And I was like, he's still fresh. He's
You've
still...
whose story?
Ivanka Trump.
Oh,
So,
great. Okay.
Kim Kardashian.
Stu's
Wow,
like,
what
I'm
a
still trying to
pivot.
understand traders and where everything happens for that show.
So, he's still trying to find the blonde traitor.
He's still trying to
I'm
find the
like,
blonde.
yeah, what's his name?
So Kim Kardashian is seeking out dating help from Ivanka Trump. She thinks that Ivanka can set her up with somebody on Capitol Hill.
Oh, God,
and she
because
wants
Jared
to
Kushner
pursue.
got all the Saudi money. She thinks that she can figure out another man.
Well, who was the one? Not Don Lemon, because he's gay. Who was? He has glasses. He's bald. She was.
Stanley Tucci.
No, he's a black guy.
politician?
He's a commentator. Why am I blanking on his name?
Continue.
But he was the one that she was rumored to be dating. Is he an
Vance,
attorney?
something, not
No.
like the vice president.
You know, I don't pay attention to her dating history as much, but go
it's a
ahead.
black
But there
guy?
was a guy, and he's a political commentator, and she was linked
Odell
to him
Beckham
for.
Jr.
I know who
Yes.
you're talking about. Who?
The way I just remembered that out of thin air.
Is that
Odell
who it
Beckham
was?
Jr.
No, is it?
I know who you're talking about as well. He's on CNN.
Yes, and he has glasses, and he
Yes,
looks.
he's
He
cute.
reminds me of Don Lemon, but like the straight Don Lemon. Well, anyway, it looks like she's been trying to pursue somebody in the DC, political world
Yeah.
for a while, which I think would be, I mean, from what we've seen, Chris Humphries, she married him. It was the big fairy tale wedding. It was all over, media scandal. Kanye West helped elevate her career. Who was after that? Pete Davidson, who she apparently just reunited with at SNL. That was like a smart move. Like, she's all about strategically dating smart people. Even though I would love for her to date Tom Brady, I think her dating somebody political, being that she's already done the prison reform, she's trying to become a lawyer, she's trying to elevate her brand to something different that's maybe more credible, that I think she either has to date like a really smart business person, which I don't think she would do, or she has to date somebody in politics, which I
So
think is what she's going to pursue.
She's not going to date someone hot and call it a day.
Don't know. I think she's been down that
Is there
road.
anybody high in the political world?
Yeah, there's
Isn't
probably
that-
a few.
Yeah, I'm sure, but like, who's Ivanka gonna hook her up with? Who's gonna be like, yeah, let me date Kim Kardashian? Who's she
That's a
gonna set
lot.
him up with? Her
Yeah,
brother,
I don't
Don?
know.
Don would do it. Don Jr. would be like, yeah.
Ugh.
He was dating, what's her name? Aubrey O'Day.
Yes.
Or they had an affair that
Affair,
he hasn't
yeah.
officially come out about, but she's like, yes, I've sucked his dick.
Sounds like every person in that city
That world, right?
got sucked off on her desk at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, Monica Lewinsky.
Half of the Republican Party by gay people. And that's what the stories would be when I would go out, when I would be in D.C. living as a college kid.
Oh, really?
All the gay boys would be like, I've sucked a lot of Republican dick. And I'd be like,
Why do they
tell.
like Republican dick? I feel like there are so many like
They're
gay
trying to be
guys that
secretive,
like
I guess.
no, but is it because they like want like
Just
a
a bunch-
straighter like masculine dude?
Well, it would be like people who are on Grindr necessarily as anonymous, and then they'd hook
Yeah,
up.
but I
and
feel
then
like they're like turned on by like conservative men, like for whatever reason. I don't know.
Gay
I've
boys?
noticed that. Yeah.
Well, they didn't know until they got there, is what they were saying. Is like they'd have a Grindr
No,
hook
but like
up with an
on date,
anonymous.
I don't know. I've just seen like a lot of like the thirsty gays, and they're just like, I don't know. They like want to suck MAGA dick. I don't know. It's weird.
Drain the life force.
I don't know. It's just like they like get turned on by.
MAGA dick.
They like want to be submissive. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
God.
Stu, what's coming up for you?
What's coming up for me? Not that I'm going to Alabama this weekend to see my friend.
Stu, that's when you say, "Oh, my podcast episode with Andy is
Oh,
about to
sorry.
come up, and
Yes.
you guys can watch it
And
on
I'll also be
YouTube."
sucking dick in
Um,
Alabama.
My podcast episode. Don't let
Are you
it
gonna suck
stew-
MAGA dick in Alabama?
No, that's disgusting. No.
That-
Wasn't your ex MAGA?
I
Don't answer that.
I don't know. I
Don't
believe-
answer that.
Maybe you could be right there. I think so.
Clip.
I think he voted for
Shut
him.
up! You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
I don't know. You said that. not
I
me.
know. You
You were
confirmed
thinking
it.
it.
You were thinking it.
I don't know.
Brittany.
I don't know what that person voted in the booth. Yes, Don't Let It Stew. New episode out today, which would be Tuesday. Andy is my guest on today, so we talk about a lot of.
It was a
fun
good
stuff.
time.
Yeah.
I let it stew. I let it porridge. I let it ferment. I let it fully go there.
That's like
Yeast.
soaking
Soaking. I learned what that is.
from the Mormon wives.
Yeah.
Oh, that's supposed to be coming back soon.
Oh my God, they're gonna come back in studio for
Now
once.
that's the season I have to watch. Season 1. I didn't
Indeed.
watch it.
You know, I'm still upset that we had that interview flop.
Don't get me started.
Season 2, we'll be back for you.
Season 2.
Well, have fun in Alabama.
I will. Thank you.
Zach,
Be
anything
fun.
for you
First time.
besides New
You're
York?
gonna get some swamp dick.
Oh my God,
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
They
That
might be hot
ham.
guys. They're Southern boys, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Southern gentlemen.
See, you like the MAGA. You like the MAGA dick.
Well, maybe Birmingham is probably like half and half, right? Or I don't know. It's where I'm going. I'm going to Onyata, Alabama. It's like a small town.
Oh, so they're
That's all
extra
red.
racist.
Yeah. But I'll be with Jason. It's fine. Like
Jason.
he'll protect me.
Jason Derulo.
Oh, I was thinking Jason Oppenheim.
Oh, he's little. He's too little for Stu.
Okay.
It'd be great for he won't even have to get on his knees.
Okay. Well,
Moving
Zach,
on.
anything coming up for you?
Nothing. I'm going to New York. I have a lot of fun press that I'm doing in New York, and I'm taping some stuff for Spotify. So stay tuned. As soon as Blake Lively, puts her teeth back in and drops her latest amended complaint, I will be sure to break that down as well.
No hands lively.
No hands, no teeth.
And I'll see you with no pun intended for the next episode.
Yes, we'll be back next week, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye,
Like,
everybody.
review, subscribe, all the things.
Bye.
Bye.